Check it. What is up, guys? We are back for another video with Data Zero, and in this video we're going to be looking at the S&P 500, the overall market, Bitcoin, Ethereum, the crypto markets, and focusing on AMC as well. So this is your overall market update for what's going on Monday, preparing you for Monday through Friday's trading week. So we're going to be looking at AMC, SPY, and all of those tickers that you like to see and want interesting information on. I'm going to be looking at the predictions for AMC, the bars pattern, where we're at, the technical analysis, and everything in between with the data and more. So without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on. We're back with another video with Data Zero. So in this video, this is going to be your overall market update for what I'm looking at for Monday through Friday this trading week. We're also going to be looking at AMC. We're going to look at S&P 500, Bitcoin, and much more. So the S&P 500, I do think is going to continue to move to the upside. As crazy as it seems now, I do think the S&P 500 is going to be in a bit of an uptrend. Again, I've been saying that the S&P 500 has a lot of momentum. It's going to be continuing to the upside all the way up into this tip of this falling wedge, somewhere around this range, and then move down to test these lows. So I am thinking that the S&P 500 is going to be going to the higher highs, retesting 4,300 and maybe even 4,600 later on down the road. Now you guys can see with the alligator, which is a momentum indicator, you can see that there's a lot of width in between these bands, which means this move here still has a lot of room to the upside to move to the upside. Now RSI is getting a little hot on the daily, but it's still not oversold or overbought, so it is still having room to move to the upside. Now if we go ahead and pop on the super trend, you guys can see that there is a buy signal on the daily time frame, which is extremely bullish in my personal opinion for the S&P 500. Another thing that is bullish for the S&P 500 that you guys wouldn't believe is this overall downtrend. We broke out of it. So this has been a year-long downtrend, this macro downtrend resistance. We broke above it, retested it, and are now moving to the upside. These are all bullish indications for the S&P 500. Another thing that we have is this golden cross on the daily time frame. Anytime the 50 EMA mark in gold moves above the 200 EMA marked in white, that is called a golden cross. That's an indication to many other traders and institutions that this is a bullish move and that this stock or asset is bullish, and this is the S&P 500. So that means the overall stock market and S&P 500 is looking bullish, and I do think all of these things correlated together with the breakout, these several indicators saying that these are bullish indications. All of these bullish indicators are telling me that we are going to continue to move to the upside. Now we could have slight pullback here during the next week on the micro scale, on the smaller scale, but I do think we'll probably continue up and probably move past this high of 4,163 throughout the week and have a green week on the S&P 500. So that's what I'm looking at on the S&P 500. I do think Bitcoin and crypto are going to move up as well. And you guys can see right now, Bitcoin is overall breaking out of this resistance. As you guys can see, I marked this down sloping resistance. And Bitcoin is now breaking above it, seeing a little bit of a move to the upside on the green side. Ethereum as well, and I have 2 active day trades in these. I do hold these assets long term as well, but I have 2 active day trades in these that are going quite well right now. As you guys can see, Ethereum is popped to the upside and probably is going to break this high of 2,438. They're probably going to trend up until close, which is the weekend close, which is around 8 Eastern Standard Time. Then probably pull back until market open, and then once the market opens, continue to move to the upside. But I do think both of these assets are going to move to the upside. Why do I think that? Because if you go ahead and look on the weekly time frame, you guys can see that these have bullish indications. So first of all, we have this golden cross on the daily time frame. Again, we were just talking about that golden cross. Bitcoin and Ethereum both have this golden cross. These are both bullish indications for these asset classes. So if we go ahead and pop on the super trend, you guys will see that they have buy signals on the daily and the weekly time frame. Now, anytime that these had buy signals on the weekly time frame like this, they had a run up like this and a run up like this. And if you go ahead and check out Ethereum, also same deal, massive run up, massive run up. And again, we have that buy signal, we have the golden cross, we have bullishness on the weekly MACD. All of these indications are saying a massive run are coming for both of these asset classes, especially as we see the US dollar start to trend down, because anytime the US dollar went under 100, that has triggered a massive bull run for cryptocurrency. And you can see right now the dollar is about at 101. Anytime the dollar goes up, risk assets tend to trend down, and anytime the dollar goes down, risk assets tend to trend up. So that means stocks, crypto, things like that will go up when the dollar goes down, and stocks and crypto will go down when the dollar go up. So that is an indication that you can use as well. And as you guys can see, dollar's been in a huge downtrend and has a sell signal on the weekly time frame and bearishness on the weekly time frame. Let's go ahead and look at AMC and see what we're looking at for AMC stock. So on AMC stock, I do have this bars pattern that I've been showing you guys that it says about 8 to 10 days until we absolutely take off. It's calling for a little bit more pullback, then a pop to the upside, consolidation, and then a major rip. But let's pretend I don't have that bars pattern. Let's pretend I don't have that, and let's go ahead and start from scratch and see what the technical analysis is telling me for AMC stock. So basically, I have it already written on here. Again, we would see more downside than consolidation in this pennant type shape and then a launch to the upside. But let's pretend I don't have that, and let's see what it is telling me if I were just to do some basic technical analysis on AMC stock and start from scratch. So first of all, I want to put on the EMAs and see if there's any golden crosses, anything like that, telling me that we might have bullishness to the upside. And as you guys can see on the 2-hour time frame, we do have that golden cross, and we might get it even on the 4-hour time frame if we get a little bit more momentum to the upside. Now, again, if we see more downside, which I am expecting because we do have bearishness in the MACD, and if you look on the alligator is telling you that this move to the downside does have more momentum, because if we go ahead and put on the alligator, which is a momentum indicator, you can see there's a lot of width in between these bands with the bearish band on top and the bullish band on the bottom. There's a lot of width, meaning this move to the downside has a lot more momentum to the downside. So that could correlate with this golden cross here on the 4-hour time frame. So let's go ahead and put the EMAs back on and see what we're talking about. So as you guys can see, with the 4-hour, we might get this golden cross, but not if we get this downside, because it will drag the EMAs down. But if we consolidate and then move up, we will get that golden cross telling us it is time to take off, and it would correlate with this bars pattern. So without looking at the bars pattern, that is what the technical analysis is telling me, that we could have a potential big move to the upside on AMC. Another thing that's telling me is that we might have a potential big move to the upside on AMC is the Bollinger Band. So we go ahead and put on the Bollinger Bands on the weekly time frame and look at the weekly MACD. You guys can see that it's green, and the Bollinger Bands are constricting, getting very, very tight, telling us volatility is coming for AMC stock. Last time that happened, we had this run up here and this run up here. Green MACD, Bollinger Bands get tight, constrict, this run up. Green MACD, Bollinger Bands get tight, constrict, we had this run up here. So this is what I'm looking at for AMC stock, with the technicals telling me that a massive move is coming for the stock. And without looking at the bars pattern, this is what the technicals are telling me. So I do expect a little bit more downside, like I was saying, probably down to this 450, 460 range, pop back up to that 520 area, then get a little bit more pullback, consolidate in that 450 to 520 range, consolidate, and then see a nice move to the upside about 6 to 10 days from now is what the bars pattern is saying. And I'm going to be looking for technical indicators like the golden cross, buy signals, anything like that will tell me also that that move is happening, because we'll be looking for buy signals on the 4-hour time frame and the daily time frame, which tell us a big move is coming. As you guys can see, we do have those buy signals, and if we get one on the weekly time frame, that could mean a massive move like one of these is coming, and that is what would occur next, especially if we get a push to the upside, would be a buy signal on the weekly time frame. We do have this buy signal on the daily time frame and the breakout of this falling falling wedge, which is very, very indicative of a massive move to the upside. So we will see if this bars pattern is playing out, and it has played out for 9 days now. If it plays out Monday and we see a little bit more downside, that will be the 10th day, and if it continues to play out, we will see this big move that it is predicting out of this falling wedge breakout. So that is basically everything I have for the overall market and AMC stock. I'll quickly cover Ape stock and then wrap up the video. So guys, Ape stock is making a move to the upside. I do think that Ape is going to continue to the upside. I did say Ape was going to see a move to the upside with the Bollinger Bands getting very, very tight, telling us that volatility is coming for Ape and a nice move to the upside is coming for Ape. As you guys can see, green MACD on the daily time frame telling us the volatility is most likely going to be to the upside, and we have this uptrend and the breakout of this cup and handle formation that you guys see on the daily time frame, telling me that Ape is going to move to the upside. So all of these indications are telling me that Ape has a bullish move ahead of it. The only thing is, if Ape gets done away with, the reverse split and the conversion, which I don't think is happening. If you guys see my other videos which go more in depth on the conversion and the reverse split and talk about that side of things more than the TA side of things, you guys can check that out if you like, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be delayed. So I think Ape is going to run with AMC and see a nice pop to the upside with and along with AMC. So let's go ahead and look at the data and then go ahead and wrap up the video. So guys, you can see that AMC short interest is at all-time highs at 26.89%. Right now, shares available to borrow is at about, let's see what they're saying right now. Shares available to borrow is at about 400,000 as of right now. 400,000 shares available to borrow, and they do have cost to borrow slightly going down, so they will have shares available to borrow. Again, that can be indicative of the downside that we are predicted to see from the bars pattern and the technical analysis. Again, it'll probably pull back to this 480, 460 range, 450 range, have a little bit more downside, then a pop to the upside, consolidate, and a big move to the upside. And I'll be the first one to tell you if the bars pattern fails, but so far it has predicted every single thing we've seen. Even with the FUD coming out when they tried to short us down to the downside, it predicted all of that. Even when that fake seeking alpha article came out and all of that stuff, it predicted all of that and everything else. But guys, this is pretty much the video. We're still on the threshold security list. FTDs racking up, cost to borrow at about 250% on average. Something big is coming for the meme stocks, AMC stock, and you guys get my overall idea on cryptocurrency and the overall stock market for this week. I do think we're going to have a little bit of pullback for AMC this week. We could see a little bit of pullback consolidation, so we might have a red week and consolidation of a week, but the next week after that is going to be an explosive week. But I'll be tracking AMC every day, step by step, with the technical analysis and updating you guys on what I think. But that is the video. Hopefully you found it informative. I know I did. If you did, go ahead and drop a like. And remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more Data Zero updates. They'll be linked down in the comment section in the description below. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. Alright guys, that was the video. Hopefully you found it informative. I know I did. If you did, go ahead and drop a like. Subscribe for more content like this. And remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more Data Zero updates. I go live there, talk about my trades and everything else. And also, I truly appreciate each and every one of you that watched to the end. It means a lot to me. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.